Abay, dyan po, talagang nasabihan ako ng brother ko. Anong sabi niya? Hindi, Rex, kayo mga investment professionals, sige, mag-invest kayo. Subukan yung kumita ng napakalaking pera dahil sa dulo niyan, sa amin din ang punta niyan. Magkakasakit kayo sa stress, kung ano-anong iniisip nyo. You know, it dawned on me, if you choose investment instruments that matches your risk appetite, mas makakatulog ka ng mahimbing sa gabi. Medyo bagsak ang ating market. Pero nakikita natin na nagre-recover na ang ibang mga issues. In fact, may mga kumpanya na paganda ng paganda ang nire-report na profits. Mukhang pa-turn around na yata. This is a great time to invest. Start investing or increasing commitments to our investments. This is Rex Mendoza of Ramper Financials, and it's my honor and privilege to be with you today on this video. Kakaiba po ang ating topic ngayon because I'd really like to focus on the most common mistakes investors make. Gusto ko pong ipalabas ang video na ito at a time when a lot of people think maybe it's a great time to invest, and I agree with that. Pero alam niyo po, minsan, sa excitement ng marami, parang meron silang hindi ginagawa o mga ginagawang mali at kailangan pong i-avoid natin ito if we want to be successful in our investments. Again, ulitin ko po, mukhang maganda ang panahon to start investment commitments. And that's the reason why I think we should be hand-holding, especially the beginners at this time. Pero ito pong mga mistakes na ito, ginagawa din ito ng mga veterano at batikang investors. So, let us check ourselves and see if we can avoid these mistakes so that we do better in our investments. Okay, mistake number 1 is for all of you out there who haven't even started. Yan po ang unang mistake, is not to even start investing. Many people don't invest. Ewan ko, nanonood ng videos na ganito, nagse-seminar kung ano-anong inaaral, pero at the tail end of it, hindi naman nag-execute. Problema po yan. Kasi hanggat hindi nyo inuumpisa ng inyong journey towards investments, paano po tayo makakausad sa ating portfolio? So, whether you start small or whether you start using a very simple investment strategy, please start. Ang mahirap po yung hindi nag-umpisa. Number 1, ginagasta lahat ng kinikita. Walang disiplina, walang naitabi, walang nai-invest. Ano ang maipupundar for the future? Pangalawa, yung iba naman, nakapagtabi pero takot. Nilalagay lang sa bangko, deposito. Tingnan po natin ang ating interest rate na kinikita sa bangko compared to the inflation rate. Mukhang guaranteed tayo. Guaranteed to lose sa ating mga investments na ganyan. If the rate of return that you get on your interest is lower than the inflation rate, you are losing money while you save it. Wag na po nating i-save. Maganda pa, gastahin nyo na para maganda-ganda pa at marami-rami pa ang mabibili nyo. Over time, the value of your money is going to be eroded and you will be buying less out of it. So, very important po, mag-invest tayo and let us start investing. And how do we do it? Nandiyan po ang Ramper Online. Mag-open po kayo. Ito, ayan po. Go to this link. Nandiyan din po sa description. Nandiyan din ang QR code. Get yourself to start your Ramper Online account. Kasi po, itong mga funds na ino-offer natin dito, number 1, you can easily be diversified for all the choices. Number 2, these are the best managed funds in the country today. They're really performing. At napakaganda po dahil pabawi yung market pabawi yung market, masasabayan nyo ng inyong growth. And number 3, and most importantly, very convenient because you can do it digitally within your mobile phone. So, ito pong pag-uumpisa sa Ramper Online, subukan po natin para tayo makapag-invest sa ating pagre-retiro. Number 2, common mistake, not setting aside an emergency fund. Naku, napakarami pong mga kabataan ngayon, yan ang pinakamabigat na problema. They jump into markets, they invest a lot, they forget to set up emergency funds. And this hard lesson has been experienced by so many people, especially during this pandemic. Nag-invest po, nakatodo lahat sa investment. Walang emergency fund, nawalan ng trabaho, nagipit, ano pong gagawin? Magdadivest, magbebenta ng investment at the wrong time. Dapat po, may emergency funds tayo na paghuhugutan natin ng ating mga pangangailangan just in case the untoward happens. Kasi po, pag wala tayong emergency fund, mapipilitan tayong mag-divest. And when you do that, you will be losing money. Una po ang emergency funds bago tayo magkaroon ng karapatang mag-invest. So make sure you have the contingencies covered. Kasi po, yan ang pinaka-importanting tinuturo namin sa Ramper. We tell people, the best time to sell investments is when you don't need the money. Pag tayo nagbebenta dahil kailangan natin ng pera, kahit ano pong presyo, ibibigay nyo. Dahil kailangan nyo eh. At ang nangangailangan, hindi makakapagdikta ng value. So we teach a lot of people that journey, this whole 4 pillars of lifetime financial security. Balikan po natin yan. First step, liquidity. Dapat may emergency funds talaga. Number 2, coverage of contingencies, safety and security. Diyan po pumapasok ang health and life insurance. Bakit? Pag tinamaan tayo at the wrong time, what happens? We get wiped out. And if we're wiped out, paano po tayo babangon? Number 3, after covering liquidity and contingency coverages, then we can accumulate and grow. Diyan na po papasok ang investments. And the next phase, if we get successful, is wealth transfer. Paano po natin ililipat sa mga mahal natin sa buhay with the least possible leakage or utmost efficiency. Yan po. So pag walang emergency funds, delikado po ang ating investments. Number 3, not setting goals. Dapat po nauuna ang setting up of financial goals or life goals in general before we start investing. Dahil ang investments po, time horizon, pagpili ng instrumento, lahat yan nababagay dapat sa goals. Yung goals mo ang magdidictate kung anong klaseng time horizon ang pwede mong i-commit at kung anong klaseng risk position ang pwede. Kasi dapat nakatapat yan. For example, if you have a child that's 1, 2 years old and you're setting up an investment program for his college fund, you have a long way to go. You can take risks. You can have a long horizon. Pero kung ikaw ay 55 years old na, tapos ang investment objective mo ay retirement, dapat yata ibang instrumento ang gamitin mo at ibang horizon at pananaw mo dahil medyo malapit ka nang mag-retire. And to take a risk at this point is going to be very, very dangerous. So, set financial goals. Set life goals before you begin investing. At ito po, kakambal niyan, itong number 4 na common mistake investors make. It's not recognizing our risk temperament. Yung ating risk appetite. Diyan po, talagang nasabihan ako ng brother ko. Anong sabi niya? Hindi, Rex, kayo mga investment professionals, sige, mag-invest kayo. Subukan yung kumita ng napakalaking pera dahil sa dulo niyan, sa amin din ang punta niyan. Magkakasakit kayo sa stress, kung ano-anong iniisip nyo. You know, it dawned on me, if you choose investment instruments that matches your risk appetite, mas makakatulog ka ng mahimbing sa gabi. Hindi porke malaki ang kita, papasukin mo na. Yung pala volatile, roller coaster. Ikaw itong may sakit sa puso, ikaw itong stressed, ayaw mo ng masyadong malikot na investment. Bakit mo papasukin yan? Dahil mas malaki lang ang kita. Obviously, recognize that risk temperament because that's very important in your investment journey. Ayaw natin yung kumikita ka, tapos stress ka at magkakasakit ka. Ngayon, kung ang risk temperament mo naman mataas, syempre ayaw mo rin ng boring investment. At pag boring ang mga investment mo, magiging matumal din ang takbo ng iyong portfolio. So, match your risk temperament with your choice of investments. But you only know that if you study yourself. Kasi alam niyo po, minsan nai-enamor tayo, pinag-aaralan natin ang market, pinag-aaralan natin ang ekonomiya, fundamentals, hindi natin pinag-aaralan ng ating sarili. Again, very important, 3 and 4 would be goals and risk appetite. These are what I call internal considerations. And over time, I bet you, internal considerations are even more important than external ones because you live with your internal considerations. I always tell people, control what you can control, and that is yourself. You don't control things that are all around you. The environment, we adjust to our environment. We cannot control it. We control ourselves. Fifth mistake investors make is joining the bandwagon. Yan po ang nakakatakot ngayon. Pag medyo bumabalik ang market, panay na panay ang mga kwentuhan, ito ang malaki na agad ang kinita, sumali ka na dito. You know, when we join the bandwagon, what does that mean? We invest when our friends invest, and we invest in what they invest in. Minsan po, nauuna yung chismis. At pag tayo'y nadala, sasali tayo without even knowing and understanding why we should be investing in that instrument and if that instrument matches our appetite and our objectives, goals and objectives. Let us avoid the bandwagon. When you are with the bandwagon, more often than not, you'll make a mistake. Alam niyo po, the majority is almost always wrong. Kasi if the majority is right, dapat mas maraming mayaman. Make sure we get to decide on our own picks that are based on research and logical studies to increase our level of confidence and commitment in the way they will perform. Number 6, mistake of investors is not considering taxes. Alam niyo po, napakaraming investment instruments sa ating merkado. Minsan, hindi natin naiisip, ito, may withholding tax na 20%. Ito, wala. Kung pareho po ang interest nun, can you imagine? 20% withholding tax a year, compounded for 20 years. Malaki pong diferensya. Minsan, iniisip natin, taxes are unavoidable. Not true. Alam po ng maraming nakakayaman sa ating sosyedad, sa ating bansa, ang katotohanan yan. Yun ang pinakamasakit eh. Kung sino na yung mayaman, siya pa yung mas mababang binabayaran ng taxes. I'm not talking about absolute amounts, I'm talking about percentages. Kasi po, minsan, for example, a big owner of a conglomerate, hindi po siya kukuha ng sweldo. Wala siyang sweldo. Anong kukunin niya? Dividendo. Magkano po ang dividend tax? 10%. So kahit kumita siya ng 50 million, 10% lang ang kanyang dividend tax. Ikaw, empleyado ka. Kumita ka ng 50 mil. Magkano ang tax mo? Kumita ka ng 1 milyon. Mamaya, papatong ng 30 ang tax mo. So ikaw 30, siya 10. Di ba napaka-unfair? Why? Because the rich knows what to do. I would not really want to get into that very exploited statement that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Plain and simple for me. The rich get richer because they know what to do. We have to begin knowing what to do. We have to learn what to do. And that's the reason why here at Ramber, we'd like to be able to teach. We'd like to be able to educate. So much so that we can create strategies for ourselves that will matter in our build-up of investments over time. Huwag po nating tingnan na given lahat yan at hindi maiiwasan. This is an area where you can compound in a more effective way because you know what to do with your taxes. We're not asking you to evade and not pay taxes. We'd like you to creatively pay the correct taxes. Investment mistake number 7 is not appreciating the commitment required in investing. Ito po, napaka-importante. Magkano bang oras ang kaya mong i-devote sa investment activities mo? Alam mo ba yon? Kung magkano kaya mong ibigay. Pangalawa, ganong kalalim ka-committed mag-aral para makapag-invest ka ng tama. You know, it can be a whole spectrum. Some people do not have the patience to study and the commitment of time to make great investment decisions. So what's the best thing to do for them? Eh di, entrust to a fund manager who will be doing it as a full-time job. Kung wala kang oras na i-commit, ayaw mong mag-aral, pwede naman yan. Eh di, kumuha ka ng fund manager, pay your fees. Magkano lang yun? 2%? 1%? 1.5%? Magkano matitipid mo by doing something that you like doing and giving to someone what you don't like to do and pay him fees. Di ba ganun? Kaya ka kumukuha ng driver. Kaya kang kumukuha ng kasama sa bahay. Kasi minsan, ayaw mong gawin yung ginagawa nila. At pagpalagay na natin, hindi ka rin naman eksperto dun sa ginagawa nila. Ganun din ang investments. Now, kung meron kang time allocation, meron kang interest sa iyong investment portfolio at gusto mo ikaw talagang mag-manage, sige, gawin natin. Understand and appreciate that kind of commitment from you. Because pag ito ginawa mo at hindi ka naman pala willing mag-commit ng oras at kapasidad matuto, masisira ka lang sa investments mo. Babagay ka dito. Ngayon, kung ikaw naman ay bagay dito at dito ka pumunta, magiging impatient ka sa fund manager mo. Bakit? Kasi ang feeling mo, ikaw lagi mas magaling kaysa sila. Di ba may mga ganyang amo, backseat driver, mas marunong pa sa driver. Eh kung ikaw na lang kaya mag-drive, di ikaw ang na-stress, kaya nga siya ang binibigyan mo ng karapatang humawak ng manibela, di ba? Para siya ang ma-stress, para sa'yo. Para pwede kang manood ng YouTube at TikTok sa likod or makapagtrabaho habang silang nagdadrive. Again, to each his own expertise, alamin mo ang kapasidad mo at commitment mo at kaya mong ibigay para huwag kang mag-atubili kung saan ka ilalagay dito sa spectrum na ito. And lastly, last investment mistake many people make is this. It's not understanding that you have to play the long game. Alam niyo, sinabi yan, si Jeff Bezos in-interview si Warren Buffett. Ano sabi ni Jeff Bezos? Ang dali lang naman pala ng ginagawa mo eh. Yung investment strategy mo, napakasimple pala eh. Bakit hindi ka nalang kopyahin ng mga tao? Bakit hindi ka nalang nilagayahin para yumaman din sila? Alam niyo yung sagot ni Warren Buffett? Direct and very simple. Diretsong-diretso yung sagot niya. You know why? Because people want to get rich quick. Ang daming gustong yumaman sa isang iglap lang. Yun ang problema sa lahat. Kaya nakakalimutan nila ang standard, ang basics, ang fundamentals. They jump because they just want to earn more in a very fast pace. If you really want investments to work, if you want your portfolio to perform over time, please make sure you understand that you will be playing the long game. And the long game can be boring. The long game at times won't be exciting. But you will get to achieve goals. You will reach financial dreams. And the important thing there is that you match up with your strategy and you become patient with it, even at a time when it's not working. It's very important that we are patient because in our patience, we will let the forces and the elements of our strategy work over time. Ito pong muli, si Rex Mendoza ng Ramper Financials. Sana na-appreciate nyo itong common mistakes, the worst mistakes that investors make. At sana po, maiwasan natin lahat ng ito or mabawasan natin ng konti so that we make our journey in our financial track much better, much more comfortable, and much more exciting. Sana po nagustuhan nyo ang aking i-share sa inyo ngayon. Paki-like naman po ng video ito, i-share natin sa iba nating kaibigan na maaaring matuto sa mga bagay-bagay na ito. At sana po, kung hindi pa kayo subscribe, ay mag-subscribe na kayo para makita at mapanood nyo ang aming future videos.